Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Dear brothers, sisters in Islam, we know that a great conflict is going on these days between the forces of Haqq and the forces of Batil, between the forces which stand on the right and the forces which stand on the wrong, on falsehood. And it is our duty as Muslims to think where we are going to stand. People in Gaza are suffering. In 16-17 days' time, more than 800 Palestinians have been martyred. More than 3,000 had been injured. A massacre is going on in front of our eyes. Innocent children are massacred in one of the schools run by UN. And that has been seen and witnessed by the entire people in the globe. But still we don't see any help coming to these persecuted and suffering people of Gaza. What is the duty of the Muslims? Our Prophet ﷺ has said, and that is a hadith known to every Muslim, Man ra'a minkum munkaran falyughayyirhu biyadihi wa in lam yastati' fabilisanihi wa in lam yastati' fabiqalbihi wa dhalika adhafu al-iman. If you see an evil, try to remove it with your hand, means with power. If you can't, at least with your tongue. If you can't, at least with your heart. And that is the weakest type of iman. Now this is up to the people everywhere, in which category you belong to. If you are not able to help your brothers by hand, means by force, and that is the case for the Muslims living in the West, then what about the other two stages which are mentioned in the very same hadith of the Prophet ﷺ? Say to the evil that it is evil. At least when the people in Gaza hear that their Muslim brothers and sisters, they are voicing with them, that would be a great source of satisfaction for them. And somebody has suggested that just try any number, any odd number in Gaza, contact the one to whom you are talking, and tell that person that we Muslims here, we stand by you. You are doing a great job. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you courage. These words are going to help them as well. They will not think that they are just alone, nobody is with them. In the very same way, through media, through internet, through speeches, through Friday sermons, through articles in the press, you can advance the true stand of our Muslim brothers and sisters in Palestine. Why they are fighting, why they have been subjected to such a tyranny and a massacre. Tell the people the truth. Why Gaza is the most populated area in the world. 1.5 million Muslims living in a very narrow place, which is only 40 kilometers long and wide, 3 miles, 4 miles in some places, 12 miles in other places. Why they are there? They are the people who were living in Palestine, who have been expelled from their land in 1948 first, and then later, after 1967 war, have been expelled from their place of refuge to Gaza. If anyone occupies your house by force, what is going to be your stand? Are you going to accept him? Or you will try to expel him out? Don't you want to give this right to Palestinians? Their land has been occupied. And even there are so many resolutions of the UN which say to Israel that it has to evict the places which were taken by it in 1967 war. But they don't abide by these resolutions at all. So the Palestinians got the right to defend themselves. So you should try to create awareness about this issue of Palestine. That is very, very important. All right, what other things you can do with your tongue? The greatest thing you can do, that is dua. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help for them and for yourselves. In such type of circumstances where a calamity has fallen upon the Muslims, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has guided us to do a dua which is known as al-qunut. You can do it in any prayer. Raise your hands after ruku' in the last rak'ah of your prayer, and then ask help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I would say to the imams of the mosque to keep on doing this qunut in these days. Encourage other people to help our Palestinian brothers and sisters.